Hi, it's Shuri, and today we're watching Superman and Lois, Season 2, Episode 14, World War Bazaar. Very stressful. World War Bazaar. Very, very stressful title. Stressful ending to the previous episode. A reminder that you can find all of these reactions unedited up on my Patreon, including all of Season 3. And let's go! Clark's heartbeat. The homie's not in. Everyone at the DoD knows who he is, right? I suppose his colleague and reporter might spend every day at his bedside. Always awake. But is he human? Surely he's going to get his powers back this season. Oh lord, bizarro stuff happening. Oh, they love you so much. Yeah, he's weak. He's not even just weak for himself, he's weak in general. Oh, yep. He'll be okay. Your phone's gonna go a bit. Oh.
Hey, have either one of you seen the keys?
Were they just... Oh.
Sweet, what's wrong?
It's like some kind of a death cult, except the leader happens to be an all-powerful psycho. It's our job. Okay, we can't determine how people will react. All we can do is report what we know.
They're both right and they're both wrong.
I didn't develop powers until I was 4.
I mean, it's just healing, and then we can continue what they did.
There has to be a way to speed this up.
Just saying, Tal Rowe was using his laser vision the minute he got to Earth. So that could have been to do with your age, Clark. Because I'm pretty sure that they were hunting him and then he lasered them all. So either plot hole or you're going to be just fine.
Hey, this is Clark Kent. Sorry I can't get to the phone right now.
No, now you want to call him Lana? I'm joking. Is it the other Earth? So it's taken a little time, but not too much time. Yeah.
Actually, I think she's right.
People know something. I mean, it's one thing. I think when nothing was obvious to anybody, I could definitely see the idea of not starting a panic, especially when there is nothing that any of us could do to do anything to stop Allie. But now that there is something red in the sky and everyone can see it, the panic has happened, so people should know the truth.
What's going on?
I don't know. I need you to be.
Why would Lana? Why would she know what was going on in the sky that's affecting the entire world?
You know anything about this?
Yes, obviously. I am the first person they call. I mean, like, she does know something about it, but why would you assume your small town mayor would have any knowledge of what was happening?
Now, if I learn.
And this is a global situation.
The energy output's growing fast.
Bring your daughter to work, Dave.
That sounds from another universe. One that's now phase shifting into our own.
Maybe keeps up with the space. Gotcha.
You know what it's like to feel powerless, sweetheart.
Clark, you gotta stop beating yourself up.
Do we have any sun lamps you could bask under?
Sam.
And the only
Then why are you telling me all this?
Yeah,
So
that.
I can play along with that.
As mayor of this town and all the people in it whom you love, it's up to you to decide what to do with it.
Thing is, again, I know the show is set in Smallville, so I have to kind of like suspend my disbelief. But like the president would be having meetings, obviously the DoD is handling all of that. Governors would be finding out. A small town mayor can't really do anything about the situation. She can do so much for the town. Lana is amazing. I'm not trying to like put her down, but she can't do too much about the sun in the sky. Chrissy could write a story that would then spread to the rest of the world.
Get inside.
Oh. Wonderful boy. Oh god. Thank you, suit people.
So we have less than 12 hours until the worlds merge.
Super.
calculations are correct.
Guess is it's complete subatomic recombination.
You lose
From a
everything that
subjective
makes you
standpoint, if you
you.
merge,
You die.
you die.
You know what needs to be done. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna take her out.
No.
It's not going to be
you're
that
gonna go in
simple.
there and stop her together.
You're 15.
Stay here. Keep everyone calm.
Honestly, Clark, heal.
You did everything. But you gotta be brave enough to tell him when it actually matters. I did.
I do think she should tell people. I do think Chrissy should probably write the article, given that the sun is in the fucking sky.
I came as soon as I heard. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, except for almost letting Dad get killed.
That is not your fault.
No, it's
At least
not.
you have powers to help. Yeah, well, that almost makes it worse. Well, it's a good thing, because I can't. None of us can.
These both struggling babies.
Yeah, and I'm Superman. I'm supposed to keep people safe.
I know, but you're injured and it's no fault of your own.
How?
People look to you for hope.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Superman does. Be Superman.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Be true to who you are.
what I have to tell you is hard to believe.
It's just really funny to me. I know I'm going on and all about this being a small town. Every other town in the world is just oblivious. Oh, there's a weird red sun in the sky. That's freaky. Do you believe the story they're telling? No, I don't. It's a bit freaky, isn't it? Smallville gets the truth. At least season 1, it was mainly effective for Smallville at that point.
Inverse world. And that red sun in our sky is their
You would kind of
sun.
think your
I
man
know,
maybe lost
I know.
it.
Just trying to save lives, George.
Seems to me that job's best left to Superman, Miss Mayor.
I mean, again, I don't entirely know what she was hoping. People grow complacent with heroes.
That means we have to rely on you to save us.
We're not going to rely on you.
Answers from someone we can trust.
And you voted for Lana, the majority of you, so trust her.
Maybe I can help with that.
You would be weirdly obsessed with this town. You'd think Superman was weirdly obsessed with this town.
Our moms saw what this town was capable of last year. The way you all protected each other.
Again, the whole fucking world is about to be destroyed. Smallville doesn't matter that much. No town
That
does.
starts by listening to your leader.
But you can look out for each other in these dark times, and that is what Smallville does
Because I
count
know
on.
she is here for you,
Yeah, bitch.
not to serve her own interest.
Pointed little look there.
Initiate protocol vapor lock.
Oof.
You safeguarded my suit? Don't do this.
Listen to me.
It's his job to protect
through
you,
that.
Natalie.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, I hope
Last time
so.
you said that, I lost you for 6 months.
You got a family here. You know, the boys, Lois, Clark, they need you. By then I should be through the portal.
He loves you, Natalie, okay? Let him do this
Help me
for
by
you.
staying on comms and guiding me.
It's the right thing to do, Natalie, my love.
I love you.
He knows you love him too.
Let's meet at home, okay?
Yeah, I'll see you there.
The people she loves. Now, I think the conversations they had where he talked about why he didn't tell her and that he was ashamed. Like I said, given the state their marriage was in when he had the affair, it was probably similar to what we saw in season 1. Things weren't good between them. And so it doesn't mean I forgive him easily, but I feel like you could maybe give him that one last chance. You know, that kind of, we're going to work for our marriage, we're going to fight for it because our family matters. But if you screw up, even if that screwing up is not to the same level, that's it. Or just co-parenting, both work. Yep. And of course she freed Jonathan.
We should get going.
This is just wonderful. Evil Jonathan, do better.
Do you see Allie?
Yes, behind you.
I do, and we don't have much time.
Oh god.
All this stuff about this is why you're all so distracted?
Partly.
Some of the reason.
Whatever it is, I can handle it.
Sarah?
He's not gonna tell her.
Oh my god.
Fuck, Sarah! Is Sarah about to see Jordan before either of them is able to tell her?
What are you doing? You can't.
I need to go back and see that again. He had no other choice. It's life or death right now.
God.
I took XK, Sarah.
That didn't sound good.
It's not. What are you gonna do about it? You don't have powers.
Son, you don't have to do this.
You are better than this.
Is Jonathan gonna get through to Jonathan?
It's locked.
Try absorbing this.
Oh. She's going to, though. Oh. Natalie's gonna have to go in after him, isn't she, Wes?
Leave him alone. What are you gonna do? Cry about it?
I don't think he's very catheter. You just have to make Jordan angry. Ooh.
Are you okay? Behind you.
Ooh. Oh god. Oh, and he can't do anything to help him. Yeah. The teamwork! The next generation are coming in strong. I still think they're too young for this, but they also are very needed right now. Well, Sarah found out the hard way.
You okay?
You did real good.
It's Nat that saved us.
Where is Nat?
Portaling to John Henry. Oh, she's at home waiting for them to come. Because he told her she wasn't alone this time. Fuck.
That's twice you've saved my life now.
I don't know where else to go.
This is you're always going to be a home for you.
You'll always stay with us, sweetie. As long as you want.
This one's attached.
Okay, my dad. I know that he is out there fighting for us.
How strange it would be. You're freaking out, but one of your parents is dead, and someone that looks, sounds, and acts like your mother is saying these lovely things to you, and your mother is dead. Just poor Natalie.
So you
That she deserves this family.
I do.
Oh, she needed a hug. Wake up, please.
You knew, didn't you?
Ooh.
You knew that Jordan had powers. You wanted you to have a normal life.
That's bull, Mom. Jordan says some of the decisions aren't his to make. I know him. I know he's been wanting to tell me something, and this is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mom, I broke up with him. I wouldn't if I...
And I need you to promise you will not say anything to anyone.
What are you talking about?
Mom.
Oh dear.
What's happening?
This is the worst timing for Sarah to find out. Sarah's a smart, wonderful girl. She'll be fine. Oh no. Oh dear.
Where's your dad? I don't know.
If we merge, we can unmerge, right? Where did Kyle go? Because even if Kyle doesn't exist or is dead on the other world, it wouldn't kill him. Evil lunatic. Okay, so it's incredibly frustrating to me that Sarah found out the way she did, especially given that, like, Lana almost told her, but I'm not, like, saying it's, like, it's bad writing or anything. It's just incredibly frustrating, because, obviously, oh, that is the worst way. The way that you inevitably find out in TV shows, and so far they've done a really good job of people finding out other ways, mostly. I think she will come around. I think if they were not in this life and death end of the world situation, she and Lana could have sat down and had a really good mother-daughter conversation, and at the end of it all, maybe they would have it would have ended with Sarah saying, you should have told me because it was affecting my life, and as much as you said, you know, you were doing it for me and you were doing what was best for me, I broke up with someone I loved because of the secret, and it would have been best for me. And they might have come to the conclusion that Lana should have told her. That would have been fine, but I feel like Lana would have had time to really talk about why she didn't tell her and why she almost told her, and why it was seeing Sophie coming in and seeing her two baby girls together that made her think, I just want my daughter to have a normal life. I don't want her to have to lie to her father and lie to her sister and lie to everyone. And also, it's been like a month at most. It's been like a couple weeks. It's not like she's known for years. She's still grappling with it herself. The other side of it is Sarah still doesn't know why Jordan has powers or the scale of it or everything. And I think if she knew that, she would also understand more about the context of everything. But of course, the world is ending. We don't have time for those conversations just now. Now, Lana and Kyle had some very good conversations in this episode, and it made me feel like there is genuinely hope that their family could survive everything they've been through. I don't know if he deserves it, but the rest of them potentially do. I think worst case scenario, they will be close co-parents, and that is the best situation you can have if your parents split up. Maybe Sarah and Jordan will live to fight another day. But at least she knows the truth now, and I do think she does deserve it. She's been through enough other things have affected her. I get Lana's impulse, and I don't blame her for doing that. I think it probably was the right thing to do, but I think telling her is also the right thing to do. It is a very rare situation where both things are the right thing. The idea of Clark being powerless and not being, like, the fact that he can't help, he has never experienced this before, and at least not permanently in the same way. And obviously it's not permanent, but seeing him try to adjust was very stressful. And I truly wonder whether by the end of the finale he'll have his powers back, or at least a version of them, or whether he's going to start season 3 not having powers and having to deal with that. But seeing him struggle was very hard. And then the kind of conversations where Jordan was like, well, I'm not good enough, I can't protect you, and then Jonathan being like, yeah, well, I can't do anything either, so deal with it. Like, it was just a lot of emotions running for all this terrible thing coming. Now, ultimately, I do think that telling people is the right thing to do, because people deserve to have those last moments, you know. But at the same time, it's kind of like, would it be better to just be oblivious until it happens? Like, then your last moments might be spent doing something mundane, but at least they're not spent in fear, but then they're also not spent holding the ones you love. Like, it is truly a mess up situation. Like, there's a part of me that's like, if a nuclear bomb is about to hit Kent, maybe I don't want to know about it, because then I can just die instantly, and then, like, won't be aware of anything, I won't be suffering. Or would I like to be able to know that I could go around and give my mum a hug, tell her I love her for the 1,000th time today, and just be with her in that last moment? What is better? Both are terrible, so I don't know. But I think ultimately Lana made the right choice. Once she had that information, the kind of person she is and the way she campaigned to be mayor of Smallville was with being honest and transparent, and so she had to do the right thing. I also think before the world appeared in the sky, I don't know if telling anybody would have been worth it, when there was still every chance we would stop Ali before any consequences came, and potentially a panic would be created. The minute the other sun was in the sky, the panic was there. The story didn't make much sense if you looked into it even remotely. So telling the truth then made a lot more sense. And so I think for Chrissy to push to tell the article, to get Lana to tell the truth, and for the article to come out, it's kind of funny that Chrissy was like, yeah, I won't share this story with the world. You tell Smallville first. You know, people one town over, they can just die without knowing. It's kind of funny to me. Like, obviously Chrissy is a small town paper, and potentially other papers would not credit that. They might look at the paper and think, wow, small town nut job thinks that's the end of the world, in the same way that people were laughing at Lana. But I also feel like if she were to publicize the article and the truth, and they truly want the world to, people deserve to know the truth, publishing an article is going to get that done a lot more than telling a town. But definitely one of the big moments of Lana's mayorship so far. I'm very stressed. I love Natalie being part of this family. The fact that this time when her dad he didn't abandon her, he had to go. But this time when he left her, which was the right thing to do, not taking her with him, he knew she'd have someone to be with and she wouldn't be alone, and that she did go to those people. I feel like Natalie at the start of this season, if this exact situation had come up, she would have been sat alone crying and refusing any help. The fact that she was willing to go to them and still say it's unfair, you know, I was so excited to be with my dad and for us to be together, and I'm still here. And their response of, well, you always have a home here if you need one, is everything. They are a family. They're an extended family. I don't think they are a immediate family, but they are still family, and so I'm glad they had her that she had them to hold her. Even if I still think it would severely mess me up if I was mourning the death of mourning, grieving, terrored that a parent might die while someone that looked like my other dead parent was holding me, would be a bit weird. It also extremely comforting. Very good episode, very stressed. I'm just stressed all over the place. Once again, we have caught poor Jonathan L. captured again instantly. Jordan is a funny little case. It's because he's a baby. It's because he's only 15. But the fights happen and he doesn't do very well. And then he's like, wait, they're going to hurt someone I care about. I can do this. And I think it shows you that he has the potential within him. He just still needs more training. And he's still 15. And if it wasn't, end of the world scenario, I would not be supporting him taking part in any of this shenanigans. And same with Natalie. Poor Jonathan is struggling away. Hopefully in season 3 he'll be able to find a path. I don't know. Very good episode. I'm just really stressed for the finale. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of these reactions on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.